So very good morning. I'll talk about why digital caliper, Pentacam and the traditional sizing is still the best way to go. So starting out with the basis of why I say that. So one day I went to Dr. Manpreet and I said, ma'am, why am I not getting a 500 microns vault in all my cases? She said, have you tried the new NK2 formula? I said, ma'am, I don't have Cassia 2. She said, too bad. Then I bought a Cassia 2 and I said, ma'am, I still don't have a 500 microns vault. She said, have you tried the Lasso full formula? I said, ma'am, but I don't have the MS39. She said, too bad. Then I bought the MS39 and I said, ma'am, I still don't have a 500 microns vault. And she said, have you tried the ciliary body inner diameter using the ultrasound scanner that Dr. Einstein uses? I said, ma'am, I don't have any more money. She said, okay, then you use the white to white and the Pentacam. So moving on to the science of it, is more complex always better? There is enough literature that has compared and has actually found that the manufacturer's nomogram with traditional sizing still has the highest concordance with the ideal size. Another study which has compared the manufacturer's calculator versus the OCT-based formulae has found that the OCOS online calculator was the most accurate, and the anterior chamber width and the crystalline lens rise that you get from the OCTs can be used as accessory measurements. They are helpful in modifying that size that you get from the conventional calculator. Also, the OCT-based formulae have been found to overestimate the ICL size, especially in higher ICL sizes. And that's commonly happening because most of these OCT and AI-based models have been developed in Eastern Asian eyes, where you're hardly ever using the larger sizes. That's why they tend to be inaccurate with those sizes. Also, like I mentioned, the main challenge is you cannot use the formulae interchangeably with different machines. So a formula that is meant for MS39 is only for MS39. A formula that is meant for Anterion is only for Anterion. So you need that particular OCT for each formula to be actually be used. And the factors that are the other factors that are really important, like the pupil size, which has actually been found to play a very important role in the final vault, is still not taken into account here. And the other important thing is how the structure of the ciliary body is, and the location where the haptic is actually being placed is very different in different eyes. And that's again not being taken into account here. And angle to angle, anterior chamber width are still surrogate measurements of where the ICL is being placed. And this is how much the digital caliper costs. It's available for 449 rupees on Amazon. So it's inexpensive, but that does not mean that it's inferior. And it's something that is accessible to absolutely everybody. So to summarize, the OCT-based measurements and formulae lack interchangeability between different machines. There is a need for further validation and refinement of these formulae, especially in different ethnicities from where these formulae were trained and developed, and particularly in larger sizes. The digital caliper and the conventional formulae are still highly accurate and inexpensive and accessible to all. Thank you.